What a devastating single.
Bloody racket.
It's called Mad Dog, it's by Elastica, and it's due out on Deceptive Records next Monday. And the woman saying bloody racket in the background is Justine, who's here this evening to pick some of her favourite records. And I'm absolutely delighted because I've been trying to coax you in here for years.
I didn't know anything about this. No one tells me anything. I'd be so up for it. I'll be here every week now. You're not going to get rid of me.
And Paul, a rare treat. We didn't know that Paul was coming along.
Nor did I. No.
So I didn't get a chance to sort of, trumpet your name from the rooftops in the introduction of the show, which I apologise for profusely.
Oh, that's okay.
At this point.
I'll survive, yeah.
Yeah. But do you know, this is actually the first time that I've ever met Justine in the flesh, and I have to say she looks every inch the great anti-hero that I had anticipated.
Oh, thank you very much.
Looking resplendent in a sun-kissed T-shirt, a bright orange T-shirt this evening.
You blush.
But what do you like most about Justine, Paul?
Oh, God.
Is it too tough a question?
It is, yeah, it is this time.
All my many qualities.
One of your many qualities.
Can I tell you what I like?
Punctuality.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you know what I love about Justine? Every time I look at her, I think this is not a girl who spends any time looking at the calorie and fat content on the back of sandwiches at Marks and Spencer's. And I think that says an enormous amount about any girl.
Do you think that's... What, because I'm so lardy?
No.
What a backhanded compliment. I actually don't, but maybe I should if it's that obvious.
No, I just mean that you've got better things to do.
Yeah, no, I do, actually. I try to avoid calorie counting. I have got better things to do.
Yeah. But anyway, as I say, you're here to play some of your favourite records tonight, and I suppose it was pretty obvious that we were going to start with the Fall.
Yep. Sorry to be so predictable.
Yeah, but this is from the Extricate album?
Yeah.
Track 2, and you gave me this copy.
Yeah. And I gave this to Paul and said, go and write something like this. And he didn't yet.
I didn't know.
Let's do it later.
Okie-doke. Well, Steve Lamacq, I have to say, earlier on, when I told him you were coming in to pick some of your favourite records, said, well, that'll be all full tracks, wall-to-wall for a solid hour.
Well, he was right.
Yeah. Well, let's start as we mean to go on, then. It's The Fall, as selected by my special guest this evening on the Breezeblock, Justine and Paul from Elastica. And I have to tell you, your mate Marquis Smith was actually in this studio a couple of months ago, and my producer, my gorgeous producer, Damien, was kind of looking after him, let's say, for the evening. Mark was a little bit worse for wear, slightly inebriated, and he decided, unlike you, that he actually wanted to have a go at mixing for the very first time. But to be honest, he was too drunk to actually stand, so Damien ended up mixing the records for him in John Peel's little adjacent studio, with Marquis Smith swinging at him, fully trying to punch him out. It was absolutely extraordinary. This is the first time that Damien had ever mixed at all on Radio 1 before.
What was he playing? What was Mark playing?
All kinds of stuff, wasn't he?
Anything.
I haven't a clue. It sounded fantastic, though, but, I mean, it was absolutely terrifying. Damien was green in that little studio adjacent.
He can be a bit scary. I mean, I've heard the rumours. He's actually never been inebriated when I've met him.
Really?
So he's been really charming and well-behaved and sharp-suited, looking good.
Yeah. Because you recorded with him just before The Menace came out, didn't you?
Yeah.
On How We Wrote Elastica Man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And he actually came on stage with us in Wolverhampton and just arrived, but half an hour before we went on stage and said, I'm coming on stage with you tonight. I'm coming on. And Dave Bush, our keyboard player, had a few kind of run-ins with him in the past and was in The Fall, and said, if Mark Smith gets on stage, I'm not going to go on stage. So choose between us. So I was sitting in the dressing room going, oh my God. And I said to Mark, look, tonight might not be the best sort of night to do it because Dave's not really up for it. And he's going, I'm going to come on in 45 minutes, so, make sure you're playing KB. And then he sort of staggered on during Vaseline.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Which is quite interesting.
Improvising.
Yeah. Pretty insane.
With my pedals.
Yeah, he's going part on his pedals.
Yeah.
And
I thought he was going to swipe me.
Yeah, but he was very well behaved in the end. Perfect gentleman.
That's extraordinary, really. I think you must be virtually the only people who've seen him sober in a long time, because John Peel, who's a bigger fan than you are, ran for the hills when he saw that Marquis Smith was in this building. He was actively terrified of having to actually hold a conversation.
I think it's that thing that if he's a really big hero, you don't want him to insult you because you'd just be so depressed. I was exactly the same. I didn't want to meet him because I just thought, if he's horrible to me, I want to kill myself, But he was fine. He's lovely, so... Big fluffy teddy bear.
Bless him.
Really.
Should we play another tune? What have you picked next, Faust?
Yeah, Cloud Rock in it. And this is Sad Skinhead, which is one of my favourites.
Great. Okay, let's have a listen. It's Faust, and the track is called The Sad Skinhead, and it was chosen tonight by my special guests on the Breezeblock, Paul and Justine from Elastica. And we did ask you if you fancied it to email a few messages into us for the band this evening, and I have to say we've just had one of many, I'm sure, to come, sent through by somebody called Mal, who says, I'm a Welsh-loving, food-loving geezer in capital letters. Please, can I get to talk to Justine? Here's my phone number.
Great. Just my kind of guy.
So that's a pretty good start,
yeah.
I think.
It's
Mary,
not a calorie counter.
Well, he says actually here, he says, I'm going to get through because I'm a nice, articulate, intelligent, friendly, laid-back, calorie-ignorant guy, which is why he thought...
He actually sounds pretty great. Has he left his phone number?
He has, actually.
Perfect. I got a date.
Yeah. But, yeah, if you want to email us tonight, mary.ann.hobbs@bbc.co.
You want to arrange a date with me, basically?
I thought you got a boyfriend
No,
on
I
the
do.
go.
I'm just joking. Just joking. If he's listening, I'm really just joking.
Really? That's a shame, because I thought we might be able to raffle you off like L7 did with their drummer the other night at the Carrots.
Really?
Yeah.
No such chance, no.
You think no? No.
Make a bit of cash.
Yeah.
Pocket money. Thanks, Paul.
So tell us about the Elastica lineup of 2000 then. How are you feeling? Are you feeling fit as a butcher's dog at this point?
Yeah, I think it's been the most fun it's been for a while, really. It's a good gang of people, and apart from being extremely noisy, perhaps a bit too noisy at times, on the tour bus at 5 in the morning when you're trying to sleep, it's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Paul, you're very quiet and non-committal in the corner. Have you got anything you'd like to toss in at this point?
Well, nothing to toss in, no. No, it's fighting fit. We're all fighting
Paul's
fit.
actually well behaved like me. We're always the ones that are going, can you all just shut up? Got our earplugs in. We both actually took earplugs with us, which is not very rock and roll
Makes
at
no
all.
difference.
But yeah. Yeah. In the end, I insisted on a bunk right at the front because I was just tired of Justin going, let's have
Swinging from the top.
Yeah, and let's have a pyjama party. And stepping in hummus at 6 in the morning.
Oh, dear.
Lovely.
But, no, it's weird, really, isn't it? Because I read something that you'd said recently in an interview about Donna, the days of Donna, the great days. About, apparently it was when you were on tour in America, and she'd got stark, staring drunk, and she was swimming naked in the hotel swimming pool and decided to actually scale a hotel wall, stark naked, and then access the building again via some complete stranger's bedroom.
That's absolutely true. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. I really laughed a lot. I just couldn't believe she went through that. She did. She got dared to do it, and she did it. And she actually came back the same way. She did actually access a stranger's room, didn't wake them up, freaked out, and then scaled the building back down again naked in front of everyone.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you miss her?
Yeah, I do. I mean, there's quite a lot of chaos on tour, and Muse are kind of is up for it as well, like Donna was, which is I think she's a pretty good replacement in that way, you know. Always
Fills
up for a
that
party.
void.
Yeah, she sure does.
Yeah. Have you seen her recently? Do you know what she's up to at all?
I think she signed a deal with Alan McGee's new label, I think. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what she does, because I think she'll do something really cool.
It'd be great to have her back, wouldn't it? Really? 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember seeing her in the Velvet Goldmine, playing that kind of Susie Quattro type character, and she did it so well.
Yeah, and that's
you know.
perfect for her.
She just had that excruciating expression on her face, and it was so ideal, really.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it'll be long before she's back in the sort of music business. Because she's just so good as well, you know, and it'd be such a waste if she didn't. I think she knows that.
Yeah, brilliant. Okie doke. Let's play another record. What have you chosen, Justine?
I've chosen La Tigre, and it's the first track on the album. It's called Decepticon.
Great, okie doke. It's La Tigre. That was a cheeky false ending.
Yeah.
I have to just explain, if you heard that record drop out sort of about a minute before it ended, that's because our BBC equipment in here seems to be in somewhat of a shoddy condition this evening, and we're now down to potentially one CD player, which is the only bit of operational equipment.
We're going to be playing with spoons to people.
That would be quite nice, actually. I'd quite enjoy that.